file. These two files you need to run. So first you need to run this file. So it will run. It will start the virtual machine file. Unfortunately, in this system, I don't know because we have some technical issue. So the VM is not starting in my system, but it should start. Okay, and after you install this, you go for provision and you run the provision. Okay, after this will work after the vagrant up command. Okay, this should work with you in your machine. Then you can go for a local host in your Google Chrome. Go for a local host which is 127.0.0.1 and with the port number 35180. Okay, so with this you should get the notebooks machine open here, right? But in my case, since I have some problem, some technical issue with my system, this is my office system. I'm trying this with my laptop. Inshallah, once I fix it with my laptop, I will show you there next time. But here you should get the notebook. Okay, and then you can start working with the notebook. Now, how to work with the notebook? I'll show you one by online. So there is one way that you can do it is that you can create an account in cocalc.com. So there is a website here called cocalc.com. You need to make a login to this. Fine. You need to register with your email and name and make a login to this. Once you create an account, you can work with this. Fine. So just a minute, please. Fine. Here. So you see this called cocalc.com. Fine. You can Google it. cocalc.com. Fine. So you need to log in for this. Okay. So let me just make log out here. Fine. So you see this is CoCalc, collaborative calculation in data science. In this website, you can run the notebooks. Okay. So you can do a sign up. Sign up is very simple. You agree the terms and you select you need Jupyter notebook, you need Python, right? What else you need? You can select everything if you want to access. That's okay. Then give your email address. It will ask you for password. And after password, it will ask you for first name, last name, and all. And you make registration, right? So once you make registration, you will be signed in. Okay. So I did sign in here with my personal email, gmail.com. So once you sign in, fine. So you can start with your project or you can start with the notebooks. Fine. So you can go for your projects if there is any project. Okay, I have not created any project. Fine. So my first project, this is by default, you will get my first project. Okay. Let me just delete all this just to show you. So you will get something like this, my first project. Or you can create your own projects here. Let's say, for example, part 1, part 2, like this. Okay. And in this project, what you can do is that you can upload the notebook. You can upload the notebook. So have you downloaded the notebook from the LMS? I'll just show you that. You download the notebooks? Okay, great. How about the other students? Okay, great. Fine. So now here you can upload the notebooks. So you have an upload button here. Fine. And go to those notebooks, Tm351 notebooks here. Fine. So you can start with, of course, these notebooks you need to unzip here. You will get the zip format, then you unzip them. Part 1 notebooks. So here I have some notebooks getting started with Python, IPython, and nodes. Python recap, basic data structure, defining functions, file handling in Python. Okay, so you can go open one of these, one by one. So let's say, for example, I open the first one. So this is uploaded. So you just need to click on this. Fine. So once you will get something, this is the notebook. So this notebook has cells, notebook cells, fine, and code cells. So you can run the code cells from run. You have a run button here. You can write the code cells from the run button. So for example, text is equal to hello print text. So this should print the text. So run this cell by clicking on the run button here. So this should print me here in the output as hello world here. Okay. Similarly, you can run the cells like this in the same way. You can look into the directories and all. It is still running. You see this one. So this means that it is still running. We did not receive the response from the server. Actually, this will be executed from the server. Okay. So you will get here hello world once it has been done. Similarly, you can run the other cells. For example, you want to see what is the directory you are in. Okay. Present working directory. PWT means present working directory. List the files you have here. Okay. So all this is in still running mode. So I think some internet issue. But anyhow, you have to go to every cell and run it, right? Similarly, what we can do is that, just let me say stop. Yeah, we have the recap one here. For example, this one set text to hello world and then print hello world. And this is Python recap. Okay. So this way you can upload the files from here. Okay, one by one. So here the important thing in part 1 is data structures and functions and file handling. So data structures, you have many things in data structures. No, is the data structure explore Python data structure. So here, no, not this one. Yeah, data structures in Python. 1 second, please. In data structures, you have lists, right? So what are lists? Lists are more frequently defining using square brackets. It's like an array. Fine. We commonly want to do list or added things to them. So we add the things to the list, extract the items or sequence of items, sort them. Okay. So here is how you create the list by using a square bracket. So it is a list here. I can print the list by printing that name of the list. Length of the list is nothing but number of elements in this list. So length of the list here is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Similarly, here append will add 8 to the end of the list. So here 8 is added. If you print now, so you will get apple, orange, 7, pears, 8. Or you can also use plus to add to the end of the list. Like append, you can also use plus, radishes, cauliflower. This will be added to the list. So now this you can run from this cell. You can just simply click on run button and you can execute this cell. So you say that it is executing, sending to be evaluated. Fine. So it is executing, and this the result will be displayed here. Okay, once the execution is finished, the result will be displayed here. Fine. Similarly, you have other operations using list here. Fine. And okay, other operations like extracting the list, sublist in Python. Then you have tuples. Fine. Tuples are order sequence that can also unpack into separate values. Tuples can also unpack into separate values. So tuples is another form of data structure or another data structure here in Python. Fine. So how you work with the tuples is given here. Then you have a sets. Okay. So sets can be used here. Set, you can apply the set operations like union, intersection for this. This is not working. And finally, you have dictionaries. So four data structures you have here. You have dictionary, set, tuple, and list. These are important for you, and also these are important for your exams. Okay, this is important to learn for you in Python. In analysis, this mostly comes in the analysis. So these four data structures: list, order list of item of any type, any length, order list of fixed length with any particular artery, that is number of elements, and set only contains unique elements of any length, and dictionary associative array of any length, known as dictionaries. So dictionary will have an associative array which is key value pair, in terms of key value pair. Okay, so there will be a key and a value like this. For example, course code Tm351, so it is one value, say key value pair, looks like this. Right. This is what we call it as a dictionary. Right. So you have to work like this in this on these notebooks. Right. So you better install that virtual machine, and you work on the virtual machine on the local host itself. Okay. So once I try to fix this problem, inshallah, I'll show you that also, and how to work with the local host. Right. So I think Ibrahim has mentioned that he had the same issue. So it need to be updated. Both the programs need to be updated. So Ibrahim can also help you if you want in updating this. If you are facing the same problem. Okay. So Ibrahim, would you like to share that how these problems is fixed if the virtual machine is not working? Yes, Ibrahim. Can you hear me? Okay, so would you like to share like how did you fix the issue with the virtual machine that you had, so that it will be beneficial for others also. If they find the same problem, they can fix it. Yes, Firas, your voice is very low. Tell me. No problem. No, these are codes that you need to run. Okay. Along with these codes, you may get sometimes some activities to be done. Fine. So, for example, might be like it may ask you to do some activity here. Okay. So you can do those activities here and run it. And also these you need to run in your notebooks. Okay. For example, these when you submit this to in your homework, you must run this, and there should be an output here. So once you run it, you will get some output here that should be there. Right. Every notebook you run, the output will be saved in the notebook. So you need to run every notebook, okay, every cell in the notebook, and their output must be saved here. And that notebooks you have to submit for your TMA also. Yeah, these notebooks. Every notebook you need to upload, and you run it and see the output and understand it. And then the same notebooks you need to submit in the with the TMA in the LMS. Come. Ibrahim, you would like to share, like use your mic. Okay, it's fine. Okay, so as Ibrahim says, like, you need to upgrade the background. Okay, what else? So what is the latest version you found, Ibrahim, for the background? Is it 2.3.7? Okay, so I think this can be found in the background website, so students can Google it. Okay, fine. Would you like to share that website link for the students, if it is okay for you? That is great. Thank you very much. So those who are having any problem with this version of Vagrant, which is not working in most of the machine, even in my computer, it is not working. So Ibrahim now is sharing the link, so you can download the Vagrant from there and install this Vagrant, and you can follow the same process: Vagrant app, and then provision, and then use the local host 127.0.0.1 with the port number 35180, and you can open that notebooks, and you can upload the same way as I showed you. You can upload the notebooks. So you can see now the link is given here, so you can download from here. Okay, and this may ask you for which machine you want to install. Fine, either Mac or Windows or Linux. So you have the Windows here, and you go for which one you like to install. So either AMD version or the 686. So you can install this 686 and you can follow the same steps. Okay. Fine. Anything else, Ibrahim, you want to share with us? On SQL, inshallah, when we come to the SQL, inshallah, we'll discuss that. Don't worry about it. Inshallah, next class we'll be starting with SQL, inshallah. I think next class we will be starting with SQL. So don't worry, inshallah, once we come there. But still, you can ask if you have any. Please let me know what is your question. Thank you very much. Thank you. Taib Awad, you can use the university system, okay? Come to the university and use the university systems. Very simple. You just come to the university here and use one system. Whatever I think you will get that virtual machine also. You can install it. Fine. And if you need any technical help, you have Muhammad Sami here in Medina. You can ask him also. He will help you, inshallah. How to edit the table? So you can say edit the table in the sense you want to edit the table structure or you want to edit the data. Yes, Ibrahim. You want to edit the table structure. I mean, you want to add the column, add new columns, or delete the columns, or you want to edit the data. I mean, you want to change the data. I mean, change the email address, change the mobile number, something like this. Update the data. Fine, update the data. You have an update command. Okay, update the table name, and you can set the values whatever you want. Okay, so you can use the update command. So it works something like this. I'll just try to write it in the chat box. Hopefully, it will work like this. Update. Let's say table name is employee. Update employee, and then you can say set. Let's say mobile equals 1 2 3 4 5. Fine. If you have any where condition, you can add a where condition also. For example, where name equals Ahmad. So here you use update and set for this. You try this, inshallah, it will work. But if you want to change the table structure, that is, you want to add new column, something like that, then you have to use alter table. You have to use alter table. Okay. Is there any question regarding the notebooks? These are important, please. You have to, do this. You install it. If it is working in your machine, that is well and good. If it is not working, you can download the latest version as the link is given in the chat box. And then, inshallah, it will work for you, inshallah. And you need to practice the notebooks. And the same notebooks you will be submitting for the TMA. Do you have any questions? Great. Okay, fine. So we'll not take this part 6 today. Okay, we'll keep it for the next class. Part 6 is just in talking about the legality and ethical issues regarding the data, as we started yesterday. You can also try, to study by yourself, but inshallah, we'll try to take it in the next class. So for today, just focus on the notebooks and install this Vagrant and work on the notebooks. This is very important. Yes. Okay. So Anaconda is basically an analysis framework where you do the analysis. Fine. So here it is used as a tool for analysis. Okay. You can make a small research on Anaconda and see what is the role of Anaconda in analysis. Yes. So you can see Anaconda for Python, or you can see Anaconda basically what it does, right? So it is basically used here to do the analysis and uh, work with the analysis using Python and the R language. Okay. We need Anaconda in some notebooks to execute some code. Notebooks we need Anaconda. But I think with this virtual machine box, what you install the box with updated Vagrant, I think Anaconda will also execute there. I mean the PHP codes and will work there. You don't need to separately install Anaconda or any other tool. VM is enough, inshallah. Fine. So thank you very much for joining.